Hello everyone and welcome back to Comic Vantage, and today we have another preview spotlight. I will be showing you the books to buy on November 2019, and wow, we actually have a good month coming up in November. Every company has a really good showing, so I'm really excited about this. Let's get started. Like always, we're going to start out with DC. Like I said, everyone this month has a great showing, DC included. So let's get started here and show you what they got. Okay, let's get past the credits. First up, Batman White Knight presents Von Freeze #1. And this is art by Klaus Janson, written by Sean Murphy, variant cover by Klaus Janson. The world of Batman White Knight expands with this standalone tale. So this is a one-shot, has a cardstock cover, and on the night of Bruce Wayne's traumatic birth, Victor Fries must intervene to save the lives of Martha Wayne and the future Batman. As the evening unfolds, Victor distracts Thomas while the incredible tale of his own father figure, one of a Nazi, the other a Jew, and their complex connection to Wayne Laboratories. Actually sounds pretty good. I'm excited for that. Let's see what else we got coming up. Oh, we got more from the Black Hill label with Joe Hill presents Hill House Comics. This one here, The Dollhouse Family. This one sounded trippy as all get out. I'm really excited for this. What do we got here? On Alice's 6th birthday, her dying great-aunt sent her the birthday gift she didn't know she always wanted. A big, beautiful 19th century dollhouse, complete with a family of antique dolls. And in no time at all, the dollhouse isn't just Alice's favorite toy, it's her whole world. So apparently you have this whole creepy doll family that's coming into life by itself in the dollhouse. And it actually is a multi-generational story. 6 issues coming out. And as she grows up, I guess she interacts with this dollhouse as she gets older and grows into an adult. So that sounds really cool. Also coming up, DC Young Animals line. We have Far Sector. And what do we got with Far Sector? M.K. Jemisin, the acclaimed award-winning author of the Broken Earth and Inheritance science fiction trilogies, makes her comic book debut with best-selling Naomi artist Jamal Campbell as they thrust you into a stunning sci-fi murder mystery. For the past 6 months, newly chosen Green Lantern Joe has been protecting the city enduring, a massive metropolis of 20 billion people. The city has maintained peace for over 500 years by stripping its citizens of their ability to feel. As a result, violent crime is virtually unheard of and murder is non-existent. So that actually sounded a little interesting. Almost Vulcan. Alright, what else we got? Genlock #1 coming out. We have a lot of #1 issues for the month of November, so it's like everybody's kind of hedging their bets on November for some reason. Earth is at war. The villainous Union has been steadily taking over more and more of their planet after initiating the global cultural war. In an effort to stand its ground against the Union, the polity turns to Dr. Weller and his team of 5 individuals who are Genlock compatible. This almost looks very manga-ish, kind of giant robo sort of thing, where we have these guys getting into giant mech suits and just having a blast, killing stuff. Alright, next up, we also have a facsimile edition of Green Lantern #85. My ward Speedy is a junkie. I don't know why that makes me laugh every single time I see it. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe I'm just cynical that way. Alright, what else do we got coming out? Green Lantern Black Stars #1, written by Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison rewrites reality in Green Lantern Black Stars. What has Hal Jordan done? Following the catastrophic events of Green Lantern 12, no Green Lanterns can be found patrolling their space sectors, and not a single power ring lights the darkness. Across the universe, one familiar face now wears a different uniform and enforces a new type of galactic law. Long live the Black Stars. Who are they? What are they? Answers will be revealed. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. Look at this. We got a cool Hal Jordan costume coming up here. Alright, what else do we got? Oh, actually, we're just going to keep on trucking along here. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe #1. Check this out. I'm so excited for this. Although that variant cover is kind of ugly, or this regular cover, I'm going to go for the Dan Fraga variant cover here with Skeletor. That is just beautiful. My buddy Dan Fraga cranking out the artwork here on He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Multiverse. He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse #1. Oh, I like that. Very cool. What else we got? John Constantine returns in his own series here under the Black Label line. So expect mature content and themes. Now we also got The Infected King Shazam #1. Billy Bastion is a good kid. He helps his friends, loves his family, and tries to do the right thing. But Billy is about to have a run-in with the most dangerous serial killer in existence. And the Batman who laughs wants Billy to be bad. Actually, that sounds kind of cool. I'm excited for that. And then we have The Infected Scarab #1, and this is a Blue Beetle story. Also, one shot coming out, $3.99, 32 pages, and whole Year of the Villain thing where Jaime Reyes gets infected. Okay, let's see what else we got. We're gonna keep on trucking here. Also coming out, Legion of Superheroes #1. Everybody's been eagerly awaiting that to return. The Question, The Deaths of Vic Sage #1. Art and cover by Bill Sienkiewicz. Variant cover by Jeff Lemire. So this is very, very exciting. I love Bill Sienkiewicz artwork. So, excited for that as well. This Question has been a very popular character as of late. Seems like he's coming back into his own there a little bit. Next up, Tales from the Dark Multiverse Blackest Night #1. And we have art by Kyle Holtz and variant cover by Lee Weeks. What could be blacker than the Blackest Night? From the pages of Dark Knight's Metal comes a dark multiverse retelling of the Green Lantern event that changed the DC universe forever. And also we have this little thing where they're reprinting the original Blackest Night #1, but we will get to that later. Alright, also we have Tales from the Dark Multiverse #1, Infinite Crisis. Again, retelling of the Infinite Crisis series from the Dark Multiverse point of view. Could be really, really exciting on that as well. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, Batman #83. Now the only reason I wanted to look at that cover. Seriously, iconic. I remember buying the issue where Bane was holding Batman up above his head and breaking his back. So I just wanted to show that because that's awesome. Okay, what else we got here? We have, Harleen Quinn #3. Again, I just love this cover. I know I probably spotlighted issue #1 a couple of issues back, but I wanted to show this gorgeous, gorgeous variant cover. Actually, not a variant cover. This is the regular cover. Black Label also. Mature content. Alrighty. Skipping ahead even for A Basket Full of Heads #2. Again, from the Hill House. This continues the story from issue 1 from the month of October. Oh, I mean, really, we have a bloody girl carrying an axe with a trail of blood behind her. Cannot go wrong. And last but not least, here we go. Dollar Comics from DC Universe. A lot of companies do these dollar comics. Oh, really? My computer wants to restart. No! Alright, Dollar Comics. We have Dollar Comics Blackest Night #1 coming out, Flashpoint #1, Infinite Crisis #1, and Luthor #1. So, $1 a piece. If you missed those stories before, you can grab them now. And that is DC for the month of November 2019. And next up for November 2019, we have the Marvel book. And now, like I said, everybody had a great showing this month, or for the month of November. So let's get started on here. We have a whole new slew of X titles coming out, this looks to be insane. Like you see right here on the cover, we have New Mutants, which encompasses a lot of new Mutants, but then it also includes Mondo and Chamber from Gen X. So this is kind of cool right here. We have some preview pages. It's very beautiful artwork, very colorful and kind of soothing in a weird sort of way. I really liked it. A little snapshot of the Starjammers here. I love that they actually give you this little preview of what you can expect to see in the book. Alright, and actually this month is going to have New Mutants issues #1 and 2 with a whole ton of variant covers like usual. We have a Young Guns variant cover, Art Germ, Art Adams, Nick Bradshaw. We have some Hidden Gem variants from To Be Announced and a couple others. So expect a whole ton of variants. Alright, let's see what else we got here. X-Force issues #1 and 2. We have a whole new X-Force team coming out. And again, a bunch of variant covers. Who all we got here? Juan Jose, To Be Announced, Mark Bagley. Every Mutant Ever variant cover by Mark Bagley. So those are kind of cool. The X-Force is the CIA of the mutant world. One half intelligence branch, one half special ops. Beast, Jean Grey, and Sage on one side. Wolverine, Kid Omega, and Domino on the other. In a perfect world, there would be no need for an X-Force, but we're not there yet. So this cover actually looks kind of cool. It's going to be interesting to see this team specifically. And it's kind of crazy to see Black Tom back there. Wow, yeah, like I said, the entire X lineup is completely shooken up by the time November rolls around. And then we have another series coming out here, Fallen Angels, issue number 1 and 2. And Fallen Angels is going to include Psylocke finds herself in this new world of mutant kind, unsure of her place in it. But when a face from her past returns only to be killed, she seeks help from others who feel similar to get vengeance. Cable and X-23 join her for a personal mission that could jeopardize all of mutant kind. Fallen Angels, issues number 1 and 2. I'm glad to see X-23 sticking around, though. I really like her, but I kind of wish they'd put her somewhere else. Alright, so then we have just straight up X-Men number 2 coming out, and we can see our whole X-Men team starting to take shape. Of course, this is going to be everybody that's left over. And then we have Excalibur number 2 also happening. Interesting to see Gambit, Apocalypse, Rogue, and Jubilee on X-Factor, or Excalibur. And then we have Marauders number 2, and of course, the White Queen will be in Marauders. And also Annihilation Scourge Alpha number 1, the opening salvo for December's main event. So I guess we have this whole Annihilation main event, big crossover starting in December. Something is stirring in the negative zone, something the Marvel Universe isn't ready for. Will Nova be able to assemble a team powerful enough to tackle this burgeoning threat, or is it already too late to stop its descent upon the galaxy? And there we go. So, look what we got here. We got Beta Ray Bill popping up. We got Fantastic Four, we got Nova, and the Silver Surfer. So, good stuff there. Alright, so let's see what else we got coming up. Scream, The Curse of Carnage number 1. Scream getting her own miniseries. It doesn't say how many, or is this a one-shot? I don't know. It doesn't say. Anyway, Scream, Curse of Carnage. That's a cool cover right there from Jim Chung. Beautiful stuff. I love this Venom cover too for issue number 20. And now we're kicking off the 2099 relaunch. This is going to be amazing. As you can see, we have Alpha 2099 number 1. Well, it starts off in Amazing Spider-Man number 33. It's going to continue into 34, 35. In between, we have Alpha and Omega issue number 1s. And here are the tie-ins. We have Fantastic Four number 1, 2099. Punisher 2099 number 1. We have Conan 2099 number 1. We have Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Doom, and Venom. All the 2099 titles coming back. Now, growing up in the 90s, the 2099 titles were right there on the forefront. This was a big deal Marvel was doing. And you know, some of those stories were not bad at all. Like X-Men 2099 was particularly really good. Spider-Man 2099 was good. There was just some really good stories from the 2099 run. And here we're showing off some of the covers. So as we can see, Spider-Man 2099 right there hanging out with Spidey. The future is in peril. Miguel O'Hara's mysterious return to the present threatens his life and his entire future. But why? And then we have 80 years from now is 2099. Beautiful cover. That looks cool. That's Amazing Spider-Man number 33. And then we kick it off. This is the cover to Alpha, which is going to encompass all the characters from 2099. Here is Conan 2099 number 1, and Conan's got a laser sword. Punisher 2099, beautiful. Oh, see, there's OG Punisher 2099 with a Ron Lim cover. Fantastic Four 2099. Again, another variant cover by Ron Lim. We also have a variant cover by Humberto Ramos, and another one by To Be Announced. Deadpool number 1 is also coming out in November, so this looks really cool. One of my favorite artists, Chris Bacalo. Amazing. I love this guy. They have a variant cover by David Finch, a sketch variant cover by David Finch, a couple other variants coming out. So that's going to be one to look out for. Deadpool's newest mercenary job has him going after the King of Monsters, who has claimed a new kingdom for his monstrous subjects on Staten Island. So that should be a lot of fun. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we're just going to keep on going. Oh, look at that cool cover. Man, I cannot wait for this. Absolutely amazing. And we also have Morbius making a return to his own little series here. Issue number 1 coming out. Variant cover by Greg Land. Everybody boycott the Greg Land cover because, you know, I hate him. So there you go. This is the cover you want anyway. Look at that. Oh, but it says not the final art. I hate when they do that. Yondu getting his own little 5-issue mini-series coming out. Beautiful covers there. This is actually kind of cool. Interior art from Yondu number 1. Everybody's favorite blue dude from Guardians of the Galaxy. Punisher Soviet is coming out. And this is interior art from Punisher Soviet. But what is Punisher Soviet? Here's what we got. Written by Garth Ennis, co-creator of The Boys and Preacher, is back at Marvel and writing the Punisher again. A dozen Russian mobsters lie dead at the Punisher's feet, and he wasn't the only one who pulled the trigger. If you know Frank Castle, you know this doesn't necessarily set his mind at ease. Who is in New York decimating the Russian mob, and can it be long before the conflict, or before they come into conflict with Frank? So here we go. That's actually going to be very cool. And then we got Marvel Tales Doctor Strange number 1 by the hoary host of Hogarth. Doctor Strange works his magic as we celebrate the 80th anniversary of the House of Ideas with this era-spanning Marvel Tales. It's an anthology series coming out. We're starting there with Doctor Strange, which is very, very cool. Lots of fun. And the last thing I wanted to show from Marvel for the month, facsimile editions. It's about time we are getting an Uncanny 266 facsimile. So if it's a book you've always wanted to read, you've always wanted to own, here is a near perfect recreation of the book for you to have in your hands. Don't be afraid to read it. Don't need to CGC it. Just hold on to it. Read, love. Beautiful story. Also, the Tomb of Dracula number 10 facsimile edition, first appearance of Blade. So those are going to be 2 amazing facsimile editions to grab. Each one $3.99 price tag, but seriously, you don't got to spend over $100 per issue on that now. Just spend $4. And that, folks, is our Marvel Previews Guide for November 2019. And last but not least is our big book. The big book encompasses all the other companies that are not Marvel or DC. So we have a lot of stuff to get through. Okay, jumping right into Image. We have a bunch of new series coming out from Image this month. First up, Family Tree number 1. When an 8-year-old girl literally begins to transform into a tree, her single mom, troubled brother, and possibly insane grandfather embark on a bizarre and heart-wrenching odyssey across the backroads of America in a desperate search for a way to cure her horrifying transformation before it's too late. This is listed under the horror, action, and adventure genre. Written by Jeff Lemire, so you know this is going to be good. I'm very excited for that. Sounds like a great story. Here we have some of the artwork for the story. It looks really cool. Like a little gritty, kind of, almost, this reminds me a lot of old Vertigo books, so I'm really looking forward to this. Vertigo just had this feel where they used a lot of like grays and browns and muted colors, and it really lent to the story, so all right, let's get past this. And what's next? Undiscovered Country number 1. This one here I am super excited for because this is written by Charles Soule, personally one of my favorite writers in comic books, and Scott Snyder. I mean, these are 2 of the big dogs when it comes to comic book writing, and they are collaborating on this story. Undiscovered Country number 1. We have, in this special, oversized first issues, readers will journey into the near future and an unknown nation that was once the United States of America, a land that's become shrouded in mystery after walling itself off from the rest of the world without explanation over 30 years ago. When a team seeking a cure for a global pandemic breaches the U.S. borders, they quickly find themselves in a struggle to survive this strange and deadly lost continent. I mean, that sounds insane, and it sounds so cool. I cannot wait for this. Like I said, those 2 guys right there, they are 2 of the biggest writers in comic books, and they're both amazing guys to meet. If you ever have a chance, they're beautiful people. And yeah, I cannot wait to get my hands on this book. I actually read through these pages in the preview guide. If you don't have your own preview guide, you really need to go pick it up just to read through this. Because, yeah, it's just amazing. All right, what else do we got? We also have another series coming out, and this is Heart Attack, issue number 1, series premiere. Superpowers and teenage romance collide in this newest Skybound original. Gene therapy has saved Americans from disease, only to give birth to variants, people with powers so unique the government denies them human rights, but a rebellion has begun. I mean, that just sounds really cool, too. I love stories like this. And we have this under superhero, crime, mystery, and romance. Woo! So that actually looks like a lot of fun. I'm excited for that as well. Also coming out from November from Image Comics. Ooh, like I said, they have so many good books. Philadelphia #1. When a small-town beat cop comes home to bury his murdered father, the revered Philadelphia detective, James Sangster Sr., he begins to unravel a mystery that leads him down a path of horrors that will shake his beliefs to the core. The city that was once a symbol of liberty and freedom has fallen prey to corruption and poverty, unemployment, brutality, and vampires. We got this listed under horror, crime, mystery, and supernatural, so that sounds like it is going to be just pure awesome. All right, what else do we got coming out? Do we have anything else from Image? Oh, here we go. Olympia, issue number 1 of 5, double-sized first issue. Elon is a latchkey kid who spends his days alone reading comic books until his favorite superhero, Olympian, comes crashing off the page and into reality. But as he nurses his wounded and delirious hero back to health, he discovers Olympian isn't the only thing that has come through. Something evil has followed him. That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun as well. I think that's it for Image. Let's jump on ahead here to Dark Horse. And Dark Horse is bringing us the return of Elfquest. Seriously, when was the last time we saw an Elfquest book? And it's with Wendy and Richard Pini. So you just gotta love this. Elfquest is, wow. I mean, this is seriously an old school book coming back to life. Diamond picks this as its gem of the month, so I'm very excited to grab this and pick up where we left off. And let's see what else we got here. We got some Umbrella Academy stuff, but Witchfinder, The Reign of Darkness, issue number 1 of 5. Mike Mignola writing coming at ya. So, Sir Edward Grey takes on London's most famous serial killer, but he's the only one who thinks Jack the Ripper's murders have an occult purpose. So, gotta love occult, gotta love Scotland Yard, gotta love Jack the Ripper stories. So, especially when they're told by Mike Mignola. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, now do we have something else here? Hey, Crone, issue number 1. One more battle for the Bloody Bliss. The Sword Savior and the Champion of Men, once known as Bloody Bliss, is now nothing more than a reclusive old crone. Does she have the strength to answer the call for one last adventure? That sounds cool. And let's see, jumping ahead here again, we are heading into IDW territory, and IDW is bringing us Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 100. Yes, issue number 100 coming at us. Landmark, double-sized issue, which brings us the end of the City of War storyline, which everybody has been loving. Or at least we hope everyone has been loving. We got some great covers coming out. We have this Freddie Williams cover. Everybody knows he's from Batman Ninja Turtle crossover series. He draws amazing Ninja Turtles. Seriously, good stuff. All right, what else? We also have writers Tom Waltz, Kevin Eastman. Gotta love Kevin Eastman. Knows what he's doing there. What else do we got here? Another IDW Gem of the Month. We don't have artwork for this, though, but this is Picard Countdown number 1. You've seen the trailer. Now witness the events leading to the Picard miniseries. Before he retired to his vineyard, Jean-Luc Picard was the most decorated admiral in Starfleet. Then one mission changed his life forever. The countdown starts here. I don't know about you, but I'm excited for the Picard series. I cannot wait to watch this, so I would definitely be grabbing this because, Picard, seriously, he's probably like wow, I don't, it's probably blasphemy, but I grew up with Picard, so to me, he's probably the greatest Star Trek captain so far. But, that's just me. Everybody has their own opinions. And mine just happens to be right. So, also coming up from IDW, we have Rising Sun issue number 1, based on the hit game. Chiyoko of the Koi clan leads a group of powerful warriors, the best each clan has to offer, on a mission to save Japan from dragons and monsters. That actually could be a lot of fun. Let's see what else we got going on here. Spotlights on Dungeons & Dragons Infernal Tides number 1. A new Dungeons & Dragons adventure begins here. Now, I just had to show this because I'm a huge Dungeons & Dragons fan, and this actually is a continuation from the Evil at Baldur's Gate series, so that should be really, really cool. Let's see what else we got next. We have a new Crow miniseries coming out. Look at this. The Crow, Hark the Herald. Writer Tim Seeley. Tim Seeley actually knows what he's doing when it comes to The Crow. Every year, a group of 6 people gather for Christmas in a cabin in a far north woods of Wisconsin. But this isn't your average bickering nuclear family. These are 6 of the most prolific killers in North America. Now, last year's sins have risen from the grave, ready to deliver the gift of revenge. Guided by the Crow, Celia Wright will give 6 psychos a holiday hammer party. The Crow knows who has been naughty. I actually like that little description there. That was kind of fun. All right, let's see if we got something else here. Next up. Oh, yeah, we have Vengeance of Vampirella number 2. Now, they've really been cranking on these Vampirella stories recently and putting out some beautiful covers that everybody's been jumping on and loving. Now, this Ben Oliver cover right here. Oh, that is just absolutely amazing. So I'll be on the hunt for that and the Perillo cover next to it. Just beautiful. I just wanted to show this just for the cover because, man, like I said, a lot of people are into cover grabs, and those are definitely worth it for the covers. Okay, coming up from Boom Studios, The Magicians, issue number 1 of 5. And this is a continuation of the Magicians series. Now, my first introduction to The Magicians was actually the TV show on Netflix. And I gotta say, I was hooked from the first episode. Absolutely love it. So here we have a new class coming into Breakbills. Long after Quentin Coldwater has graduated from Breakbills, Dean Fogg welcomes the first class in Breakbills history to include hedge magicians, who are known for being dangerous practitioners of unsanctioned magic. That should actually be very, very cool. I'm excited for that. What else is Boom bringing us? Anything? Yes, Boom is bringing us Folklords number 1, issue 1 of 5. From Narnia to Harry Potter, we've seen our hero leave the real world for a fantasy world, but in Ansel's world of monsters and magic, he's haunted by visions of our world and tailored suits and modern technology. Ansel embarks on his quest to find the mysterious Folklords, hoping they can explain his visions. But looking for the Folklords is punishable by death. What will Ansel risk to find out about the world he has never truly belonged in? That's actually cool. You have a world of fantasy and magic, and you have visions of our modern world. That actually sounds like a neat little twist on this kind of story. Let's see what else we got coming up. Anything coming out from Boom? BB Free number 1. Again, this is a Gem of the Month picked by Diamond. So when you ever see Diamond do a book like this with a Gem of the Month, really give it a second look, because it's going to be good, and it usually has some heat to it after it gets released. So BB Free broadcasts her underground radio show from her remote swamp community, and she has no idea she's actually the chosen one. It's been over 100 years since the plague that ate greed wiped out half the population, and it's the only world that BB has ever known. But when BB rebels against her overbearing father, she realizes that everything she believes in could be a lie. That actually sounds really, really cool. Let's see if they give us a genre. Nope, they don't. Oh well. Still, I am very excited to read this. Let's see. All right, Boom is also bringing us Heartbeat number 1 for mature readers, issue number 1 of 5. Aoife, a high school outcast, finds herself witness to a horrible secret. The most popular boy in school enjoys the taste of blood and will kill to get his hands on it. Horrified and intrigued, Eva lets herself be pulled into Dante's macabre world. He offers the escape she has been looking for. That actually sounds like a blast, too. Very, very trippy. I'm excited for that one. I love crazy stories like that, though. Good indie books are always so much fun. All right, next up from Ablaze Comics. This is a company I've never even heard of before, but we have Mirka Andolfo's Unsacred issue number 1. Now, everybody knows Mirko Andolfo from the Unnatural series at Image Comics. He's coming back with a new series. Angelina, a voluptuous angel, and Damiano, a mischievous devil, are madly in love, but while she does not intend to give in to her temptation, he would very much like to. This is a tale of their bizarre and spicy daily life. A sex-positive and incredibly funny slice of life full of angels, devils, and gags. So, I mean, just with the name attached to this thing, I think it is going to do big things. We have some beautiful covers here. Man, these variant covers are gorgeous. Look at that. So I really, really think these are going to be hot. So everybody pre-order those while you still can. All right, what else do we got? Vampire State Building, issue number 3. Now, I actually featured Vampire State Building 2 episodes of previous guides ago, but I wanted to show these because of these beautiful variant covers. Man, look at those. Those things are gorgeous. Especially that homage cover right there, the Spider-Man parody cover. Love it. All right, what else do we got now? And coming in over here at AC Comics, we have 21st Centurions, issue number 1. A modern contemporary pop culture action and angst take on superheroes in this offbeat series that stars naive teen heroes and an enigmatic mentor with questionable motives. AC Comics have been putting out some good books, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. Alrighty, let's see what else we got here. Alright, and we are in Action Lab, if I'm not mistaken, and we have... I lost my page. Come back. Yep, we are in the Action Lab section. And I wanted to show Mr. Beaver, issue number 1. I mean, it's a comic book based on a beaver and crime organizations. I mean, seriously, you cannot pass a book like that up. A lot of stuff coming out of Action Lab has been really good lately. I would definitely recommend it. Here we have some great artwork showing you some of the pages of it. Action Lab also brings a zombie trap, so you can tell what kind of books we're looking at here. Next up, another book down here that I wanted to show. It's called Breathers, issue number 1. Now, do I have a company on this? I do not. I think it might be It's Alive Entertainment. Wow, I'll need to look at that and find out. Breathers follows a small cast of individuals as they struggle to make sense of this dystopian world they live in, as a virus is unleashed into the air, rendering it deadly to humans. Among them, a detective whose addiction to the drug filter, known as Filter K, takes over his life. A brother and sister who are, due to recent events, start to wonder if the air really is deadly. Or is it just a conspiracy? A mother and daughter who will do anything to keep their family together, and a breather salesman who is looking to make amends for his past mistakes. They are all survivors of this blood-plagued world. They are all breathers. Variant cover collaboration by superstars Jeff Lemire. So that actually sounds like a really cool story. I love stories like this. It looks like we have a lot of intrigue going on. 48 pages. $7.99, a little pricey, but it's probably going to be pretty good. And the variant cover is $9.99. So there we go. Let's see what else we got. This here from Mad Cave Studios. I wanted to show RVP issue number 1, or as the cover looks like, it almost looks like it says RV9, which is kind of strange. But I think it's actually called RV9. Oh well, former assassin Velveteen is on the run from the Order of Nine, the organization that took her from her family and forced her into a life where all she knows is secrecy, violence, and death. Now, after years of running, she is bringing the fight to them with the help of an American hacker, Jasper, and a rookie officer with an attitude. So, it's a beautiful cover, too. Man, gorgeous artwork. Again, Mad Cave really cranking out some good stories. Definitely worth a look when they put out a new book. Also, coming up next, from Red 5 Comics, we have Angel della Morte, issue number 1. Angela works for Dr. Sibyllus, the most brilliant mind of the century. Using a new technology, Sibyllus labs are capable of separating the soul from the body. Using this tech, Angela's soul can get into other dead hosts and take control of their bodies in undercover missions. But as the soul travels the void to get into their new receptacles, they must elude a tenebrous life form. This creature feeds with the substance of which the soul is made. It is the most dangerous predator in this new ecosystem, and its name is Death. 32 pages, $3.95. That sounds like a blast, and it sounds like it's worth picking up. All right, and then next we have Machine Girl, issue number 1, also coming out of Red 5 Studios. In a galaxy far, far away, there is a planet full of exotic interplanetary people, all of them living together in a dangerous, multicultural world. And right there in the middle, there is Megan, a young human girl fighting her way up on the deadly arena of intergalactic mixed battling arts. As she searches for her origins and others, beings like her, while she is obsessed with a mysterious, long-forgotten planet called Earth. This sounds very, very cool. It's almost like the vein of a Battle Alita sort of thing, or the Battle Angel Alita. So, yeah, I will definitely be picking that up and giving it a shot. What else we got here? Hey, we got a Stabbity Bunny, Stabbity Ever After Wonderland one-shot. So, you know, everybody loves Stabbity Bunny, so I definitely had to show that. Another book coming out of Scout Comics that I wanted to show is Wretches number 1. Alone on the tough streets of an alien city, far from the lifeless planet they called home, siblings Shea and Sean spent their youth struggling to survive. Still suffering emotionally from the loss of everything they'd ever known and loved, Shea and Sean have nothing else in the universe but each other. So, actually, it does sound really good, and I'm excited. Scout Comics, another company, when they put out an issue number 1, definitely worth picking up because it's usually a very, very good story. What else do we got here? Oh, Source Point Press is bringing us Ogres number 1. Not Ogre, Ogres. Same creative team. After a band of marauders called the Tash-Ar destroy their village, a group of young ogres hire an exiled dwarf to help them track down these creatures and avenge their kind. Now, Ogre was a breakout hit. Everybody went insane for this book when it first popped out. And, yeah, I don't think this one is going to be any different. I have a feeling it's going to be a hot, hot book. Another one we have coming out from Source Point Press is Touching Evil number 1. An attorney is given a curse from a mysterious prisoner that allows her to kill anyone instantly with just a touch of her hand, but only if they're evil. Her whole life is turned upside down in an instant as she is forced to question what evil is. Who can she trust? And her own sanity. Get ready to meet a hero unlike anyone you've ever seen and forgive her if she doesn't shake hands. $3.99 coming out. That actually sounds like it's going to be a blast. Again, Source Point, hot, hot company. Definitely worth checking out. What else we got? Oh, we are down to Valiant now, and Valiant is bringing us Rye number 1. We have a good little relaunch here. Welcome to the 41st century. New worlds, new characters, new adventures. Valiant's critically acclaimed, celebrated cyborg Ronin named Rye embarks on a thrilling quest to save the future. So Rye is just a great story all the way around. It's been good since it came out back in the 90s. This is just going to be an absolute blast. I love Rye. I will totally be picking this up. There is a pre-order edition bundle. The bundle must be pre-ordered. You have to agree to pre-order all 10 issues up front, and you will get issues with exclusive covers and bonus content. And the only way to do that is go to your retailer, your store, your LCS and say, hey, I want the pre-order bundle. They will pre-order all 10 ahead of time for you. All right, what else do we got coming out from Valiant? I think Valiant's the last company. Oh, no, we are into Vault Comics. Vault Comics is bringing us an absolutely amazing series called Black Stars Above. A young fur trapper flees her overbearing family only to get lost in a dreamlike winter wilderness that harbors a cosmic threat. You gotta love a cosmic threat every now and again. Also, we have Vault Presents Heist #1. I would buy it just for that cover alone. This is a homage cover to Love and Rockets issue #1, which if you've been paying attention to my channel and my Instagram, you will know I've been showing this book like crazy because Love and Rockets is an absolutely amazing series. It's the cutthroat capital of the entire Naring system, home to billions of the worst men and women in the galaxy. This pan-galactic government has no idea what to do with the planet, but conman Glaine Breld and his band of thieves know exactly what to do with Heist. They're going to steal it. It's Ocean's 11 in space. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, people. That is the big previews book for the month. So that is it. That's everything I wanted to show. Hope you had your pen and paper handy so that way you can jot down a list and run to your LCS and get these books ordered now. I've actually been pretty spot on with a lot of my indie calls as far as like spec and going up in price and whatnot. All right. So anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. And to my current subscribers, you guys are awesome. Beautiful. Love you guys. New to the channel, hit that little CV down in the bottom right-hand corner, and that makes you subscribe. And subscribing is love. Yes, that's right. And hit the thumbs up above. It lets you know when I have all this cool stuff coming out. And if you haven't done so, check out my mystery boxes. These things are crazy, people. And I got to tell you, a lot of the sales I've been having recently from mystery boxes are repeat buyers. Because right now, I think these are like the best kept secret in mystery boxes. Everybody's getting some good stuff. And they're not sharing or telling anyone. So I'm here to tell you, go buy a mystery box. Look me up on Instagram, message me here, Facebook, or head right to eBay and just search Comic Vantage Mystery, and you'll see my boxes pop up. And like always, thank you for watching, and take it easy.